Yo, mic check, 1, 2, what is this? You're now tuned to Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv. I go by the name of Eric E. Mr. Dawson, whatever it is you call me, I beg of you, please do not call me a midget. And to the left of me, got the bully with me, Conway. You dig? To the right of me, I got the homie, Fitness Guru Flesh is in the building.
What's up?
Andy's in the building. Yell at the people, Andy.
Yes, sir.
All right, we are here, man. We are here to pod. We are here to have a great goddamn time. But before we get started, how is everybody fucking feeling?
Feeling good.
And he's over here signaling.
There you go. Y'all go my assistant.
Thank you,
Caroline.
You're not supposed to tell her name and shit.
Hey, shout outs to Caroline.
Because he's parched over here. But how everybody feeling?
Good, man. Good.
Feeling good.
Everybody's feeling great. Everybody's feeling great. That's what it is. Hey, listen, everybody that's tuning into Imperfect Sense, man, if you never watched or heard of us, you got 4 opinionated brothers, alpha males in the building. We talk about everybody, including ourselves.
3 alphas and a half.
I know,
Flesh.
Whole episode.
I know, Flesh.
We'll tell you off camera, Conway, what happened before you came in the building. We'll tell you we can't do it right now.
We can't. I don't know what they talking about.
We can't do it right now.
I already know. Gonna be crazy.
We gotta wait because it's a private matter.
But too hard in the corner.
But
because they're hilarious.
This is your first time tuning into us, man. Like I said, this is 4 opinionated brothers. We talk about everybody, including ourselves. So nobody's fucking off limits. So if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, sexuality, or politics, this is not the show for you.
Or if you a simp.
Yep. Andy got
Derek Jackson. You lost. You out your rabbit ass mind. Shit.
That's what I said. We gotta wait to edit the show. We gotta wait to edit the show.
Boy, he's laughing because
you know what? Shit is fun. I done came a long way. God is good. God is good.
I wish y'all could see the head behind the scenes.
God is good, Charlie.
God is good.
Randy Watson.
God is very good. And everybody that's tuning in, please, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button to everything that you see Unified Radio / Imperfect Sense on. We appreciate it, man. We need y'all. Without y'all, we still somebody's, but y'all make the show much better when y'all interact with us. But check it out. We start in the month of June, right? We just got out of Mental Awareness Month of May. But something hit the scenes this week on the news. Andy, you want to tell them?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say some dumb shit.
No dumb shit. Not yet. It's too early for the dumb shit. Tennis star. Explain what happened, Andy, with the tennis star.
Naomi Osaka.
Naomi Osaka.
They blackballing. They blackballing the girl from the French Open and shit. And
they blackballing? You sure about that? I don't think they blackballing her.
Well, she left, but they got there's a lot of shit with them motherfuckers, man. Fuck them.
And explain to her what happened with Naomi, though.
Well, she's suffering from some mental issues and stuff. Little anxiety and stuff like that.
She's basically an introvert.
Yeah. Fucking with YBN court.
Yeah. She's basically
with all of YBN.
She's basically an introvert. Yeah. So if y'all don't know the story of Naomi Osaka, tennis star, pretty much she's the driving force in tennis right now.
She's
her and Serena. You know what I mean? They are the stars of tennis. No matter how.
Serena, so she's over there. Right?
Well, yeah, she's hot. She's the hottest right now. You know what I mean? You know, Serena's the legend though. Yeah, but she's the hottest right now.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. No, we all know Serena's the GOAT. We know that. Right. But she's the hottest right now.
Right. Technically, Venus was the GOAT. Then, she beat her sister enough where her sister got good, and then she just had to pass the crown tour. Don't forget about the older sister, because she the one who laid it down first. Don't forget about her. She laid it down first.
Venus is shit.
Listen.
Just like Naomi, Dr. J, but then there's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Naomi is that real. She that real, and she's boycotting them, and they putting a lot of pressure on her, and it's affecting her mental.
She's not so much. I don't think she's so much boy. She's taking a break. She's taking a mental break. But it poses this question of you having, I guess, anxieties with public speaking. I don't think any of us in this room. And first of all, do any of you have anxiety with public speaking?
Yeah.
First of all, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have?
Like,
I don't.
Publicly, like a bunch of motherfuckers in front of me, I'd be like,
For real?
yeah. Like, I could do small sentences, but you talking about big jumps, like big a lot of people. I just had to put my glasses on.
You just gotta put your hat low,
Yes, I
do the whole
Okay.
Jay-Z,
Just picture everybody
Made in
naked,
America
pause.
tour shit.
No, I can't put that.
But, I mean-
I hated that shit.
No,
Like,
nobody
I mean,
doing
but
it's niggas in the crowd.
I get where Conway is coming from because a lot of like entertainers they wear sunglasses during interviews.
Yeah, I can't.
They do.
That's because they high.
I agree with you, Bless.
Some of them high, and probably some of them get high because they suffer from anxiety.
So
Yeah.
first of all,
went to it
it brings me to this point, right? We just got out of mental awareness month,
Right.
and my thing is, first of all, you know what I mean.
Can I address that real quick?
It's mental
Yeah,
awareness.
just don't make me lose my point. Though.
I'm not gonna look.
Okay.
Look,
No, go ahead, get your shit off. Get your shit off. I just don't want to
mental
lose my point.
awareness year.
I just feel as though
Century.
I just feel as though I fuck with Naomi, right? But I just feel as though that she's just trying to take a stand because of with her boyfriend with this shit, and she feels as though she's the biggest name right now.
You're going too far too early.
No.
You're going too far too early.
She's the biggest name right now, and she's the only one that actually had this issue, but she signed the contract with you have to talk to the media.
That's why I said you're going too far too early.
Nah.
That's
Oh,
what
alright.
that's what I was saying. I was trying to
Go
segue
ahead.
to give you the floor with that. What I'm saying is, first of all, commend her.
Right. Because she catch a lot of heat
Yeah.
from her own people.
She's catching a lot of heat with me, but commend her because the statement that she released, she didn't have to.
Right.
Right.
She didn't.
But she kept it a buck, said what it was going on with her. But now, for me, people that deal with them type of mental issues, that don't like doing interviews, don't like dealing with crowds, my question is, why are you in the business that you're in? If you're in the business of entertaining, if you're in sports, if you're in Hollywood, if you're in music, this is the career path you chose. So my thing is, if you can't deal with the other side, how are you able to be in the career that you're in? Like how can you have your cake and eat it too?
Because it's hard to have your cake and eat it too when you have a phobia or something that you like, you're not used to doing. Like look at Kawhi Leonard. Like look how hard it was for him in the interview with his stardom. Like he didn't know how
want to talk about his Compton Crips, man.
But no. But I'm just saying, he got better. If you notice, he got better over time. But when you put him in the spotlight and ask him questions, he didn't know how to respond. He was just whatever the question was, he didn't elaborate.
It's one.
How you
It's
think
one.
the game
It's,
went today?
Yeah.
That's because
Like,
he
that
doesn't
was-
have no
see.
PR.
That too.
And what's the other dude, the one that retired, who they Lynch, Marshawn Lynch,
Marshawn Lynch.
same shit.
But this is my thing. This is my thing
Every
about
time.
it.
Every time.
This is my thing. If you know that you can't do certain things because, just like you said, you're not good with public speaking. So would it make sense for you to run for fucking city council? Does it make
But that's
sense?
sports though.
No. It's in everything.
Because
Doesn't make sense.
Even if I
But
was
it's
to run,
sports,
No.
Like-
when you're a professional athlete, what comes with being a professional athlete, first of all, you're playing in front of people. The fans is what make you successful outside of you actually winning the game.
But what do I owe you as a
You signed a
celebrity?
You signed on to
Well,
be
I mean,
a public figure.
I mean, even if you are a public figure, why don't you talk to the nigga that only get a minute of game time?
Because
every day?
the person that got
person
getting
that's
paid
not
$30 million
So-
to do that.
But my thing is that if it's hard for them to do or they don't want to do it, some people have an issue with that.
Then don't get in the
It's a
career
failure.
then.
But you can't tell somebody take one passion
That's
that
a
you're
catch.
good at.
It's kind of like
that
a
you're
catch.
good
I
at.
agree. It's like a
Like
catch
you
22
can-
though.
What it is, if he that's going
yeah.
up playing basketball right now, that probably don't like talking, probably got, you know, social issues,
Mm-hmm.
but he really loves basketball and this is his scapegoat, and he give it.
Is he that nice?
And he's nice.
Then he's gonna have somebody that's gonna work with him to take him
But
out
listen,
of that.
but why?
Because he has to. He's the face. Shorty is the face right now of fucking America and tennis in a French Open.
Responsibilities comes with that.
When you, if I know, I have ideas.
It's like it's a difference between Kawhi Leonard and Jared Dudley.
That's the
It's
thing,
a difference.
right.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
You got the face of the franchise versus somebody who should have been out the league 10 fucking years ago.
Right.
But they can learn
Bum.
from him too.
No, they can't. Like I have
Shout out to
ideas,
Melo.
right? That I would love to even fucking run for a seat, right? The thing is, I'm not, because I can't hide my face when I'm up there talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to resonate. If I just gave you $50 million and you gonna tell me, bitch, you what?
You gave me $50 million to play basketball.
I gave you $50 million to play basketball, but you're a star. That's why you got the $50 million.
Yeah, I know.
So if you're my star,
I can
you're
talk my
gonna
ass off, but I can't put the
no.
ball in the hoop.
Nope. Time out.
Shit.
No, time out.
I ain't getting that $50
Shit.
million.
Time out. Time out. Hold up, time out. When you're a professional athlete, right, and that contract is presented to you, and this is not a shot on her because she said she had to take a break. I commend that. But what I'm saying, for those that jump into fields where they cannot interact with people, I don't understand it, because that contract you're getting is based off your entire likeness. That's what it's based off of. When you sit up there, you get these endorsements,
Sure.
you get these sponsorships and all this, and they give you all this money. They are giving you this money because guess what? We need you to open your mouth. We need your face to be on this camera, this picture, to sit with this picture, so we can sell product.
And
You're there to sell product. So how can you have your cake over here getting all these millions, but then it's like, oh, I gotta go in the corner over here, and it's no shot to her. I'm just saying it happens a lot with people that's in these businesses. If you in these businesses and can't deal with the public, then don't be in the fucking business.
And that's the reason why she got fined, because this is not her first French Open. So I want everybody to stop acting like, oh, they treating her wrong. This is not her first French Open.
Well, my question
If she need a break, I want her to
My
take a break.
question is, why every time...
She spoke at a French Open before.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So if you having a mental issue and whatever's going on with you right now, you should address that before you sign that contract to get there.
Right.
Because when you signed that contract, they broke the contract down. You had dates, times, and places that you had to speak. When you signed that contract, you knew you was going through the mental issues then. You should have then addressed, because it's not the first time that a big organization as such has helped someone swindle their way out of something so their public life didn't get there.
So basically,
Only reason why Jordan shit came out at that time, because people forget, Jordan wasn't doing conversations when his father had got murdered and before the gambling shit came up, because they didn't want that shit to come out for somebody that's seen it.
yeah.
People forget that shit. You think he just said, "Oh, I signed this contract"? No, he said, "Yo, I'm not talking about XYZ." And they still gave him the contract. They let him talk about XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
He was the biggest face in basketball at the time. Did you hear him say one thing about his father when
No,
they
he said
interviewed
nothing.
him? No, because they knew that's what they
But
could
it
not
was a
talk
different...
about.
No, but the era was different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
He was still a pawn.
Nobody back in the day doing Jordan them time in sports.
He was a
had to
pawn in
know.
the NBA.
And listen, all of them pawns to me, because once that white man give you that big ass check, you gotta do whatever they tell you anyway. But
So
he
why
had,
she ain't
but
do that, though?
because he was
I don't
the
got no problem being a
powerful,
pawn, white
well,
man.
I'm saying,
Relax. Give
but
me
because
60 million.
White man.
because he was the but because he was the power play during that time, but then also you got to deal with the mentality that it was back then. That was still back in the time when nigga, you better toughen up.
I agree with that. They
didn't have to worry about that now.
And I'm gonna ask y'all a question at the beginning
Why
of your point.
talk before and not talk now?
Because we dealing with this. My only issue is I never see this
You know we're in a
situation.
pandering era, though.
I
You know that.
I like.
You only quit because they charge you $15,000.
No, what I'm saying is that it don't matter. I'm just saying that right now, like we at a point now where the way they treat athletes. Like, remember how we complain about sports now that is athletes really not athletes? They treat them like they property because they can't get hurt. This because they got investments now. So you really not playing the sports and things at its full potential because they treat you like they treat you like property.
That's fucked up.
Not AD, then. A motherfucking Lego block every year.
Lakers in 7, maybe next year.
I'm just saying they treat them more so like property now. So it's like if I want you to speak, I'm paying you this money, you speak. I don't like that type of society that we live in. That's just like this. It all goes around, even with the cancel culture. We don't do what we want you to do or say what we want you to say. You out of there. I have a problem with that.
Well, that's two different situations.
No, it's the
cancel culture.
No,
you ain't getting paid.
No, we're not talking about that.
You signing a contract.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact of control because of what the public want. That's what I'm talking about. It's a different. No, you're missing the point. It's all about the society. Just like they want her to speak. It's pertaining to society. If society didn't give a fuck about what athletes say, they wouldn't be pressuring her to talk.
Let me tell you.
They wouldn't be pressuring her to talk.
First of all, need her to talk because you don't.
Let's make this clear. Let's make this clear.
The people that love tennis need her to speak.
Let's make this clear.
To speak.
Everybody listening, tuning in, you know we not picking on her. We just saying what the fuck. It's like this. Where would golf be if Tiger didn't speak? You know what I'm saying? None of us in here was interested in no fucking golf.
No.
Before,
let's keep it a
before Fried Rice got on the golf club.
But let's
and her speaking helps Asian and African American people
push them
to come to the league. It pushes it. That's why. And she got in there. 15% of the Black American people actually try to go to
part of that contract is you selling the brand that you signed on to. That is part of the contract.
Well, also listen
with that. But I feel as though if a person don't want to speak,
no. What I'm saying, when she's taking a break, if she's taking a break from speaking, just her in general, that's cool. You say, yo, like, look, mentally, I need to get it together.
Don't sign the contract. Don't sign the contract first and then say that shit.
Hey, I agree with that. So let me ask y'all this: how many times, right? I'm gonna bring this example up.
Contract and tell me don't.
When we sit up here and talk shit, right? We sit up here and talk shit, and we say what type of women we like. We all in the room said we like a woman to do a certain amount of thing. We all say we like a square. We don't like the Instagram models. We like looking at them and shit like that. But that ain't really our thing. Let me talk to us. Let me talk to us. But I've openly said on previous episodes that it's a certain woman that if she was in a certain field, I couldn't deal with. Right. Like an actress. Because I can't fathom the thought of seeing my woman getting banged out on camera. I can't.
No. Banged out.
I'm telling you what fucks with me though, bro. What I'm saying is, so if, say God forbid, I start dating Taraji P Henson, right? Cheeks. God forbid, right? I start dating Taraji P Henson, and she get a scene where she's getting banged out on camera. And then I come complaining to y'all about the shit. How y'all gonna treat it?
I'm like, shut up, man.
How you gonna treat it?
She asked you, how you talk? What's the problem?
How you gonna treat it? If I come to you, after I already told you this is what I don't like, but I still go date this type of woman anyway.
I'm gonna tell you.
I signed up for it now.
Yeah,
right.
So now I'm complaining. So if I came to you and complained, what would you tell me?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Mr. Devil's Advocate over here.
No, I'm saying no Devil's Advocate.
She's an actress.
Like she's an actress. You know what she do.
What I'm saying is, I put myself in a position.
So don't cry about that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with being in the fields that these people choose. Like Andy, what's I'm trying to think of the singer name that actually says she doesn't like dealing with her fans in the crowd.
Oh, Summer Walker. And she was a fucking stripper. So I don't know how strippers become fucking singers and rappers.
I didn't know she was a stripper though. That's some
singers and rappers come be that was strippers.
She's a stripper?
Singers and rappers that was strippers. Tell me I'm scared to perform in front of a crowd. Oh, you scared because ain't no money falling in your face. That's what it is?
Because they up, they reached another level.
No.
So brings me to the same point. If she's a singer and her brand is to sell music to afford the lifestyle that she lives, on the passion that she loves to do, how can she take this away? Say I don't want to deal with my.
Ask
feelings?
her. Ask her. That's why you see our fucking face now.
So you saying that people? So you saying that athletes, regardless of what, like because they get paid,
If you want to be a star,
regardless of what, they should be able to speak to the public.
if you're going to be a star, you have to.
You have a responsibility.
You have a response.
So let's just say.
Do you see Jared Dudley on TV?
No. Let's just say instead of taking.
I don't even know why he on the bus
Let's
to
just
go
say
to the game.
Listen,
He can't hold up a roster spot for a young boy. Get up out of here, yo. I can't.
Jared Dudley is gonna see this and go Kwame Brown on us.
Fuck.
Please do. So I can show him.
Shout out to
how to play
Kwame for
basketball.
putting people on the spot. Shout out to Kwame Brown though.
yeah, but let's just
65
say
million.
if Colin Kaepernick was the star QB at that time, he was the face
He was.
of the NFL.
He was.
He wasn't the face
No,
of
I'm
the
talking
NFL.
the face of
He was the face of the league.
That's like he was the face of the NFL, and then he just chose not to speak because of police brutality. Do your principles still stay since you're a black man?
If he did that when he was running around kissing his arms and then said, I'm not going to stop, I'm not going to speak, because then that's because you're doing it for a cause. And
Can I answer that?
And the crazy
So
shit
a
about
cause,
it- but
because
hold
the
up.
cause benefits
But hold up.
you.
But know what I'm going to still say though?
But if that was Trump's
But
son
hold up.
standing there and
No,
doing it, you
no,
would have been
I'ma
like,
say-
no, motherfucker, you need to be talking.
See, no, because you voted for Trump, that's why you feel like that. But the thing
No,
is,
that's you. I'm just talking about the biasness.
no, you voted for Trump. But look though,
I did.
the thing is, if Trump's son came up and said, I'm not speaking because
The first time. not the
because
second.
of
We know.
police brutality, then I'm gonna fuck with him too. But the thing is, he don't have to sign contracts to talk. He talks because he wants to. You signed a contract to talk.
I thought
So-
all athletes in the professions that they in.
You talking about his son? His son don't have to talk for no one.
No, I
gonna sign.
was saying if he was an athlete, a
But
star
that's
athlete.
how I was great. You didn't let me finish. I'm gonna be like, okay, but at the same time on business end, I'm gonna still say the same shit. Why I signed the fucking contract?
So shouldn't that rule
Can I
apply?
answer that?
Go ahead. I'm like that.
So
rule should apply.
you saying the question was if Colin Kaepernick was the face of the NFL,
What
he
you
chose
was?
and he chose not to speak to the media based on police brutality,
Yeah, it's like he was the face and he normally speak.
and he normally speaks. If he's the face of the NFL, him not speaking still gets the same amount of attention that him speaking does because he shut the fuck up. Why are you quiet when you speak to us all the time? Because of police brutality, so I'm taking a stance. Now, he's bringing more attention to himself by shutting the fuck up.
But that don't make sense.
That's
Like,
what happened. That's what happened
She brought it down.
when
I don't
you
understand.
shut the fuck up
I don't
now.
understand that concept. I was just trying to use it under the same measures. She's doing it for mental reasons.
Which
For
is-
whatever.
which
she's
we
doing
fine-
it for
which we
mental-
fine with.
She's doing it for mental reasons, and you got people disagreeing with it.
I don't.
Listen, but I'm just saying you have people disagreeing with it because you're saying if you sign the contract, you got to do what you do. I'm saying from a business aspect, that's how them companies feel.
Well,
if you stand
nobody-
up for a fucking
no,
cause,
what I'm
and
saying-
you
no,
have
no, no,
voice.
no, no,
Nobody
I
told her to
think
sign the
wait a
contract
minute,
while
I'm
he was
talking- but
having
no,
mental
You're missing the whole
issues.
point. I'm saying if Colin Kaepernick would have did the same thing in the same situation, if he signed the contract in the same situation, we not talking about how it actually is. I'm talking about if he was in the same shoe as her.
I would say that was up, but bitch, you need to talk.
Okay, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to know because I said that the thing that I have a problem with people is that they bias in certain behaviors. When it benefits
No.
them, they support it.
No.
But then when it don't benefit them, they go, "Oh no, you need to do X, Y, Z." I was trying to see if he was somebody
No.
who's is he
Well,
standing on purpose?
I mean, honestly, that's the. That's the Marshawn Lynch situation. That's why he sat up there because you signed a contract. You're the star of this fucking franchise, and he kept. I'm just up here so I won't get fined because that contract. You the
He
star.
had to say something.
You gotta say something. You're on this contract,
Right.
You're not,
You
can't
gotta
just-
say
You
something.
can't just go to the podium or not go to the podium at all and don't say shit. You signed a fucking contract.
Press conference after the game. Top players at the podium. That's you are a public figure when you sign these contracts with these record companies.
So
Those shits are-
with these agencies.
those shits are
with these
15
professional
pages
teams.
long.
give me a question then. So
That's what you're signing up
okay,
for.
so here's my thing though.
15 pages
So
long.
this is the thing that the question I have for that then. At what point did they realize that he had a problem talking to the public, since he was the face of the franchise? Because if I'm a business,
which one?
Marshall Lynch, I'm gonna use him for example.
Uh-huh.
If I'm a franchise person and I know that my client got to speak, or the coach or somebody knew that he didn't like talking to the public.
Mm-hmm.
That was never even like nobody worked with him with that shit before it got noticeable in the
Because
public.
he was talking to the public before he did that. Only reason why he did that because he took a stand against the NFL because they were the Tom Brady shit.
What?
When he was because they was playing Tom Brady
Mm-hmm.
in the fucking Super Bowl. And the whole shit about the whole fact he was beefing with the NFL at that time. He was talking to the media every day. They put a fucking mic in his face. Shout out to Oakland, all that shit on a regular basis. He just did that because he was mad at the NFL.
The NFL.
Go back and watch that shit.
I'm gonna definitely check
He
it out.
even going to tell you.
I don't remember him
shit.
being silent before that shit though.
Yeah, he wasn't silent.
I just don't know
He
why
wasn't silent.
He
He
really
go
don't
and
know
tell
why.
you on this shit. What's that? The little shit with LeBron and them. The first season. He's on
Oh,
like
the
the
shop.
third episode.
He was on the shop. Yeah.
He told you like
I
I
like
was
that show,
taking a
too.
shot against the NFL at that time. He told you that shit.
Mm. And what was the point you was talking about, Flash? Far as what?
Foswell Park.
Because he stopped you.
Yeah, he threw me off. If I say just go ahead and let me run.
But like I was saying, getting into a certain type of business, you have a certain type of responsibility, especially with the level of success that you have. That was the point I was making. I'm not down on her for taking a break and saying like I'm having some mental issues. That's fine.
I'd rather you come out before you sign a contract to go.
That's too
somewhere.
honest. They're not doing that.
No. That's
way
thing, though.
too honest.
That's the thing, though. You can pull out of something before you've been playing on before this talking, right? You have to play games before you get invited to the French Open. You're winning games, right?
Did she make like $300 million last year too?
Yeah. You're winning games.
Ridiculous. She winning out this bitch.
You winning games. You're talking. Now this is mental health month. Know what this remind me of a little bit? Like the Lil Nas X shit. But I'll tell you about that later. But no, you talking now, right? Your boyfriend already started a whole mental health campaign. You were with it. No one really knows who he is like that unless you really a rap fan.
You got to be into the culture.
But,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But he has fans though. He can rap.
He can rap.
I listened to shit with him the other day.
He can definitely rap. He nice.
So if you're like this, you know what? Let me take a stand because a lot of people XYZ have mental issues and don't like the camera and the shit in their face. So I'm gonna take a stand too. The only thing is, she thought that she was this big enough fucking star that it was gonna be like, okay, Naomi, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You was gonna play your match until they said, since you breached contract, out of that purse you was gonna get, we taking 15 grand of that. Then the next day, you say you put the video out of why you doing this and why you said this and X, Y, Z.
Yeah, but I think it's more than because 15 grand, she ain't.
She not. But the thing is, she not right. But
her red bottoms cost that
see,
much.
this is the thing though.
I am
Because somebody have money, everybody still don't want to be penalized for that shit. Because that 15 grand coming out now.
Yeah, but that 15 grand don't make shit.
I get what you're saying because you say it could be a trickle down effect of everything else.
Because it's the 15 pages with where you got to go, where you got to meet, who you got to talk to, before you even sign the bitch.
I'm gonna tell you like this: what I don't like is the blatant disrespect that she's been getting from certain people, and to segue into disrespect, it's been a lot of shit going on as far as athletes being disrespected by the public. And that's another thing. I mean, somebody spit at Trae Young, nasty ass Knick fans.
Somebody threw a water bottle at
Knick fan.
I'm just trying to get you fired up. Somebody threw a water bottle at Russell Westbrook.
I would have did.
What else happened in the NBA?
No,
no, they
because they threw a
at
bottle at Kyrie
Kyrie.
Irving.
They
They threw popcorn at Russ.
At Clown.
Thanks
And
for-
they threw popcorn on the
Thanks for
Clown.
correcting that. But what I'm saying, even with that,
But no. How the fuck you would?
that's where I'm on the side of the celebrity now, because of that public disrespect. I want to know what makes people think just because a person that's on TV or somebody you don't like is going against who you like, give you the right to go ahead and do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Because they own you. They feel like they own you.
Well,
You're property.
The motherfucker that's spinning Trey Young was on the floor.
Yeah.
He definitely probably felt like he owned He was sitting on the floor.
$30,000 seats.
You talking about motherfucker
He was
sitting in the
he was sitting
$65
right
seats on
above
popcorn.
50.
Yeah.
And I saw that shot. I said, "Ew, that's fucked up."
Yeah.
Because you seen Derrick Rose's face. He was like,
Yeah, that's
he saw it.
I mean, that's horrible. But then, what stance do you take as a public figure when you're disrespected like that?
Ron Artest.
You know what I'm saying?
Meta World Peace.
No. Ron
But that
Artest.
too. But now, pause. And I'm saying pause because you got to suck it up now, because the brand that you with. That's why I said pause before. The brand that you with doesn't want you to react like
So
a regular Joe
animal.
Mo.
Yeah.
that's why I said when you get this, when you work for these companies, and like you said, you're a public figure, you gotta sell your soul for it, your principles, like, because those are principles.
I can guarantee.
Those are principles that you live by as a man. Like if you ain't had no money, and if you ain't had no money, and you were just a regular person in life with no status. That's what you're giving up. You're giving up who you are, like your principle for that money. People don't realize that. You actually giving
Okay.
up who you are.
I get what you're saying. So your name becomes a brand.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
Shit
Period.
become an LLC.
What I'm
at
saying,
the
what
end
I'm
of
saying,
the day.
what I agree with Flesh is like you pretty much really lose control of your own likeness.
Your own life. They own you.
When you
I
sign,
can
when you
guarantee
sign
that the motherfucker spitting though. Trey Young would have played the next game. Because spitting is almost like putting your hands on me. You gotta defend yourself.
that's worse than somebody.
I'd rather you punch me than spit on me.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather you do nothing. Cause then
I'd rather you do nothing.
What
but-
I'm saying,
but
I
don't
have
spit on me.
motherfucker- See, I don't see how these basketball players be rocking. Cause me, they in the spit hand,
And that's probably something they got in their contract now.
even if I was
like
a player, I would have that in my contract.
Yeah, somebody made a good point in a comment with that shit with Westbrook. I said, yeah, if that was me and I was playing in the NBA, wherever the exit is, where we gotta leave out, I would have been paying you, and you to be right up in the bleachers.
That's why I mean you right here, because I'm
watch the motherfuckers who throw it.
Because as a rookie, I'm coming in on the press conference like, look, all that shit y'all did to them before I got in this league, I ain't with it. My entourage at every game. You throw something at me,
And it's on site.
It's on. They coming. I'm gonna keep playing, but they coming in
I
the
ain't even
bleachers.
gonna let them know.
No, I'm
They
putting
gonna
that
still
shit
trick
on.
it back to me. I ain't even
I'm
gonna let
paying.
them know.
Cause
I'm
at the
paying
end of
that
the
bill.
day, shit, you get people in there. Like
Somebody
motherfuckers be having their wives
So-
and kids in there, their home, their brothers and uncles. I'm not bringing none of them motherfuckers to the game. I'm bringing all my hitters to the
That's what I'm
game.
saying. You gotta have a bail bondsman on deck,
Yo,
ready to
catch
rock.
cuz. Oh, don't worry about the police. He's all right.
Ready to rock.
He's
Ready to
all
rock.
right.
Ready to
I
rock.
wouldn't even want them to know they connected. They had to catch it off season and it looked like, hey, that's the motherfucker who knocked the nigga
Right.
out.
His ass
Right.
suck.
Hey, this that nigga Conway.
Why we
How
on
they
the-
stopped that nigga at the
Why we on the yacht? I'm gonna be like this.
News media come up to me. Hey, so did you know these guys before? Nah. Yeah, but we got right
I'm gonna
here.
get a chain with a fist on it while I'm around Flesh like. What the
With a
fist
Spike
mean?
Lee shirt on.
Yeah, what the fist
Do the right
mean?
thing.
Right.
Yeah, I knocked
Yo,
your ass out.
the crazy thing when we talking about what these celebrities not able to deal with, and we just got out of mental awareness month. Like it with this internet, it seemed like celebrities are pushing this mental therapy more and more and more. It's like more of them coming out saying I'm fucked up. More of them coming out saying I'm fucked up.
Right.
More
Right.
of them coming.
Because I mean, a lot of them. You had
Think about it. They always been fucked up.
Right.
How, the entertainment world, people with money, They always been fucking
Reality TV put that shit on blast.
Especially when you come from the environments that we came from.
Mm-hmm.
You never really got our environments don't have no mental health. Like that's not something that's pushed. Like we the
It's
test
not
dummies.
emphasized.
Right.
Like our culture has always been the test dummy since we was brought over here as slaves. Like under those conditions, we are studied 24/7. So for you to come out of that and then make it to where you at, you don't think that you being studied? Like how the hell did he or she come from this type of environment and then excel to this? They want to know how you did it.
That's because
They want to look at your whole life from a child, your mother, your father. They love them stories because you constantly being studied.
yeah,
Right.
and not only that though,
Good point,
they like how you come from that and your body still was good enough to become a star. But not only that though, these
Let me tell you what I learned.
these athletes, right? Because for black people, because
No, I'm gonna tell you what I just learned.
I don't know about the other guys, but no shout out to white people.
No,
But-
I don't give a fuck.
But the thing is though, when like
Unless you give me a check.
mental health, I'm gonna talk about an athlete because as an athlete, that shit is not given or taught because that takes away from your time of training and practice.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna say, "Yo, why you down like that?" They're gonna think you're down because you missed a tackle, or you think you know you better than this. But they blind. They don't say, "Yo, when you home, yo, you alright at home?" They don't say, "Oh shit."
They don't give a fuck about when you leave that field.
They don't. Your motherfucking family member could have just got killed or died randomly. Why suck that shit up? Show them what they need. Show them you still want to do this, and show them you gonna take care of your family. That's all they care about. That is the mental. That your coach is your fucking therapist.
Yeah,
Your assistant coaches are the therapist.
Because what's happening from that though?
But
the
that's
anger,
even and
the
I mean,
anger.
But
the
that's the thing though. I'm not even going. Because I don't want people to think that it's only in the black neighborhood.
No,
because
it's
an
not.
athlete, white or black, they don't give a fuck about if you're mentally stable
Why?
to
Let
do
me tell you
this
why.
shit.
Yes, but let me tell you why they do that. Especially when they know you got talent.
Because it takes away from your practice.
No. It ain't the fact that take away from your practice. They know that anger. They try to fuel it because they know that you're going to perform at a level that's going to shock everybody. They take that anger, that hurt that you got, and they do that shit, and they try to find a way to bring it out of you because they know
Mike
you play
Tyson.
football. They know you play
Mike Tyson.
football.
He's very
You play
traumatized.
sports. If you angry, think about it. When you mad, if you funny and you laughing and you playing around, play fighting, and somebody hitting you, you know what? You're gonna feel it more. But when you angry and your adrenaline rushing, you don't feel shit, and you able to do extra shit that you normally wouldn't do. They know that.
You brought up that Mike Tyson shit. That's true. But the only thing that Mike Tyson had that other motherfuckers didn't have is somebody he could talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Who told him it was a switching on and off switch.
You sure he had an off switch? Because the
Yeah,
stories
he
I heard
said,
off the ring, I don't think that motherfucking switch ever was on.
He just pitbull all day.
That motherfucker.
They said that motherfucker walked around with no entourage, just by himself.
I mean, even at the age that he's at now, he's still intimidating.
You got
Like, you're not just gonna walk up on him and say, "Hey,
Yeah, that's
hey,
because
hoe
he's
ass
a
motherfucking
fucking-
Mike."
I would do it, but I'm running.
That's because he's a fucking foster kid. Like,
Kids that come out
Yeah.
of group homes make the best
Crazy.
boxers.
Tank that
So
shit.
Tank-
That's what I'm saying. I've been
Well-
saying this shit for months, yo.
Well, Tank ain't a person that talk a lot.
No,
Yeah,
see,
but because he can't talk.
Yeah, I like to
that's
say
sad.
and
that.
then
That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, and then, but let me.
But he has to. He had. I don't give a fuck.
He has to.
I don't give a fuck
if
if that
Yabba
motherfucker
Dabba
like-
Do. They be like, you better Yabba Dabba Do on ESPN.
He talks now, but at first, what I used to
Yeah.
notice when he was with Floyd used to be his mouthpiece. Now all of a sudden he started.
That
Yeah,
motherfucker-
he did because
He
he
did.
did talk.
Yeah,
He learned. They must
That
have got him
motherfucker
trained.
read.
Huh?
he couldn't read, but Floyd can talk.
He told Floyd.
Before he can talk.
He can talk though.
Floyd
He's
talked
selling
for
tickets.
him
Yeah.
where the money resided.
Of course.
But
He's the
before
man.
the fight, Tank was talking. every fucking
But Tank
fight.
sounds stupid when he talk.
But that's the thing, though. Sounds stupid or
He
not.
sounds stupid when he talk.
And then Tank was another motherfucker.
did.
Hey, yo,
we
knock
gonna
his
have
ass
to
out.
we
But
gonna
look
have
up,
to- we gotta back because he coming you like
Little motherfucker, I saw him at T-ball. Motherfucker little.
I know he
Like,
definitely
bro,
telling me.
like,
Still hit.
but like all this, look, I'm using feet, legs,
Yo, now
arms.
we in a beef. Now we in a beef now.
And because you still got remember, we got these wide
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Don't change the fact.
But
you know,
you
I'm
put
gonna
us
take
in a
fan.
beef right
But I'm
now,
gonna take
yo.
fan. Y'all altered try to make it seem like I was talking about him. I'm just saying that.
You just said the
he said, I said,
little
but I said that
He
he
was ass.
speak, I said he speak better now. But I said, but back then he sounded stupid. He sound exactly like he from Baltimore. See, that's why I said he
Damn.
sounds stupid. Like that's what I'm saying.
But-
In a beef.
But the crazy shit about it is, though, that go back to,
He's
and
still
he
nice,
and
though.
he publicly said he didn't feel comfortable with speaking, but because
Well,
that
most city public
contract,
schools
no,
education
but-
gotta do what he-
system.
no, that comes from sometimes he didn't go to school, so don't do that. So the thing is, he had a contract, an obligation. Talking, not afraid of talking, don't know how to talk. The motherfucker still said something because
I know.
after you beat a motherfucker in the ring,
How you win the fight?
after you beat a motherfucker in the
I was
ring,
punching.
Floyd couldn't come talk for him.
That's
That's
them sound bites is what get them the sponsors. That's what's going on ESPN. That's what's going on
Yeah.
Fox. They need that for
Yeah.
money.
And if he was a well-spoken
You know how much-
boxer, he would be bigger than what he
You
is.
know how motherfuckers,
because he would know what to say.
You know how many
But he be
motherfuckers get
concentrating and shit
fined.
when he be talking. He be like, wait. And then he form his
You know
sentences
how
and then he talk.
you know how many motherfuckers
Yo, he
get
putting us in a
fined.
beef. Yo.
I know.
You know how many motherfuckers get fined for walking
Just saying.
out of that ring without talking?
Oh,
The same
yeah.
thing that
Man,
she
because
did.
them TV yo,
Some money,
all that
bro.
shit. So let me
Money.
ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this.
You gotta speak.
Should now
Be
that
like that.
Should
all this
right.
Mental awareness stuff coming out,
You gotta
right?
keep his
Where
back
people,
watch.
I'm not paying them no mind because we in a beef now.
His Instagram is.
So, my question is now.
Change
So
my name today.
when these brands come to the table, the Showtimes, the Foxes, NBC, all whatever, Nike, is it now their responsibility to say, hey, everybody's on their mental awareness kick? Like, let me put something in this contract to tell this athlete or entertainer that I want to do business with, and make money off of. Like, look, hey, if you can't public speak, I can't give you the $300 million.
But I can.
But
give you
I
this
can
little corner.
I can give you the 25 though. Like, is it going to start? Are you going to start to see some of that? Because all that shit
Hell
matters.
yeah. You motherfuckers will be coming
All that
down.
because if it's me and
I like to diversify.
and I got a brand. Let's say I'm selling sportswear, and I sign Flesh, and Flesh like he comes in, he don't want to speak, but I'm paying him this money.
I'm speaking.
No, what I'm saying, I'm
Doing
just
a commercial like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not even a commercial, because that's still tape. I'm talking about
That's
publicly. Publicly, he doesn't want to speak.
Motherfuckers there.
Am I still obligated to pay him when I need him to speak to sell my brand?
Well, from that business standpoint,
Yes.
I understand that. But that's why I said if a person.
But that's what I mean. So now our contract's going to be like, well, this person could have got $300 million over 4 years, but the fact that they might not speak all the time, I can only offer them this. So now, is it the company's responsibility
That's-
to offer them
Yeah.
some
So,
type of therapy
if-
so they can speak,
so-
or is it your responsibility
but
as the entertainer to say, well, let me see how I can combat this problem to get this.
So
money.
I don't know how it is to be wealthy, but I'm just saying I'm thinking right now, if I was a business owner and I hired you as the franchise player, how many games in the NBA? 82.
82.
82 games, right?
games, yeah.
And you got to play 82 games. You the franchise player. I would average out your contract, and then for every time you don't speak, if you get deducted a certain amount of.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
For every game.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not. It's you get this if you abide by what I need you to sell my brand, or you get this.
This, and I hate keep bringing it up, but she is actually gonna. She actually. They probably in that motherfucker right now in the drawing board with these contracts, having that shit like, all right, we give you $3 million, but since you don't want to talk, Well, give me 25,000.
Because our analytics show that we're going, as long as we got your face, we're going to sell this.
Because you're not talking. Fuck, I'm
gonna make it that dramatic too.
What are you talking?
I'm gonna make it that dramatic.
If you're not talking, what the fuck are we talking? What are we doing business with?
Mm-hmm.
My win games.
No. I
Need you
to win game. Need you to sell.
I need you to sell tickets.
Fuck winning.
I need you to take, because see, I didn't even know what you're gonna do, but don't have. But when you look at the French Open, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the French Open. You have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Tesla, Ford.
The biggest brands.
They got some of the biggest. You got Kodak Films and all that other shit. Like they got shit that we don't even know about.
And that's the thing. That part of you talking helps push all these fucking
Same thing with golf.
Golf
got
so you don't want to talk.
Right.
You don't want to do what? And then if we pull up fucking 15 videos of you talking after your matches and you talking before your matches and you're going on fucking Saturday Night Live or David Letterman and shit talking. Now you get hit today.
A lot of time people don't know that's even how the TV deals are structured. It's a reason why certain games are on Monday night. It's a reason why Kansas City and Baltimore is going to be a primetime game.
Right.
Because at the end of the game, you're going to talk to Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
And
if they don't show up,
right,
it's a dud.
Look at
no matter if somebody ran for 5 touchdowns, you're there for Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. That's why you're there. That's why the media is there.
They're the young faces of the franchise.
And so if I come up and say, I don't want to do this shit, they be like, NFL shit, we Kaepernicking your ass up out of here, boy.
Look at and this is how that shit really happened. Look at games where the big star wasn't able to play because he was hurt.
The ratings was trash.
So know what they start doing now in the NFL? Oh, you had a night game. No, bitch, your game at 4:00 this time.
Mm.
Oh, you had a night game, and he not. Oh shit, you got. Oh, you at 1:00 now, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Because motherfuckers just waking up, so a lot of people miss 1:00 games.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Those 4, 7, or 8:00 games, they the ones that people get the biggest views
because
for.
you know why? Because it drives business all over the country. Bars are popping.
Look at
all that shit.
Baltimore is gonna be the first joint for LA. I mean for Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It's not because of fucking their team. It's because they got Lamar Jackson.
Right.
And night.
And it's
on
in
Monday
Vegas.
night. It's in Vegas.
If Lamar Jackson came
sign
out
up for the life.
If Lamar Jackson came out now and said, I'm gonna sit down because the Ravens ain't give me no contract that I respect. Guess who game going on that bitch on Monday night? That shit's gonna get me first. It's easy.
They do it all the time.
They
Right.
do
it all the time.
You have to talk. If you're gonna be a fucking star, you gonna have to talk.
And you're a Steelers fan. You know how many times have Baltimore Steelers games been scheduled for 1:00, but both the teams booming. They be like, shit, we pushing that game back clock. Because it makes better sense for the TV.
And look how many, and then they start having everybody on the fucking team talk. You got motherfuckers that ain't on the team talking. Like, the fuck you talking for?
Yeah, we don't even know you got an Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. Like, why you? You don't even got a guaranteed contract.
That's
Like,
like,
on the practice squad, man.
like for real. Like I ain't gonna say his name, but we have a person that hoops that should have been in. You know what I mean? But he even told me like, yo, my contract different from your contract. I don't have to talk.
He did say that shit.
I don't have to. My contract different from XYZ contract.
He did say that shit.
I don't have to talk.
He did.
I just get my money because I'm not a star. I was a star then, but in their eyes, I'm not a star, so I don't have to talk. I got a different contract. So when they go on XYZ, and when they finally get there, we already been practiced for an hour.
He did say that shit. Yeah.
He have to fucking talk. If you want to be a fucking star, and I don't give a fuck if you the face of fuck sports. Just say you the face of any fucking brand, any company.
Tampons.
You have. Hold up, though. Hold up. Just think about this.
You need a nap or something. Crazy, yeah.
But the face of the brand don't talk.
Huh?
The CEO talks.
Mm-hmm.
The bitch from Progressive, she talks even when she's not in uniform.
Who, Flo?
Yeah,
I hit that too.
Flo?
I
yeah.
hit that.
Well, not that. But she talks when she's not in uniform because she has to. Because even outside her uniform, she's still the face of Progressive, bro. That shit in her contract. I know that shit is.
That's a fact.
You only on TV, no on commercials. You're not nobody.
I like
shit,
that job.
Flo,
I
but
like
shit,
that
Yo,
job.
Flo is a somebody.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because-
know who Flo is.
Because Flo got a couple mil.
Yeah.
Just
She getting
saying,
paid.
get Progressive.
But check this out, yo. Let's tighten this up. Let's tighten this up. Let me get everybody's final thoughts on this, man. So, Flesh, I'm gonna start with you.
I mean,
No. Let me.
business wise,
Okay.
is your responsibility. Everything in your contract, you should follow your contract all the way to a T, because they paying you. But if you got that one time when you going through some shit, you might just know you just gotta take that hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just part of the contract. It's business, nothing personal.
Facts. Andy, yell at him. Let him know something.
It's just a catch-22, man. You know, I don't want nobody. Like, I get it. Like,
You don't
it's
want to be.
contract.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be.
Fuck that. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm
Listen.
gonna let him go.
No, I'm just saying it's just a catch-22. I do believe she is using her privilege to go in and say, hey, listen, I need a break.
She like, I'm Asian and black. I got power and no power.
I got fried rice and fried chicken.
And she knows she got pulled. She knows she got pulled.
Yeah, she's
She-
powerful.
because I mean she's the
That's why they
upcoming
only
young
charge
gunner,
her 15
and she's
to
gonna be the
she can
face.
still play
She-
and not talk.
And for the next 10, maybe close to 15 years, she's gonna be the face of that
She's gonna be
sport.
the face for a while.
Wow.
Get
Yeah.
pregnant first.
Shout out to her.
She'll get pregnant first.
Go
Wow.
ahead, Conway.
Cause I know Corey gonna pray.
Now, ooh, I wish you
Go
could
ahead.
went some more. Go ahead. No, just show you know.
For me, I'm gonna say this: if you ever, before you sign the fucking contract, don't complain about some shit that you already got going on through your fucking life. I don't give a fuck if your dog died and you so in love with your fucking animals that you can't mentally get through that shit. Don't sign that shit. I don't give a fuck them too. Don't sign it, because at the end of the day, I know you're trying to push a narrative and make people aware that people have mental issues and in different sporting or entertainment life. But at the end of the day, you had an obligation to yourself to not fucking participate in some shit. But you, wanting money, you thought that you had enough pull behind these bigger corporations. You don't. So if you don't feel like doing that shit, don't sign a contract. Say I'm going to sit out like you're doing now. Don't sit out after they hit you for 15 and tell you, all right, well, every time you don't speak, that 15 coming. So if you're in that motherfucker for the long haul, be in it for the long haul. Or make a bigger standpoint and say, I'm not playing this, or I'm not performing this because I'm mentally not right. Because we've seen motherfuckers like Kyrie do it all the time. I'm not playing this game because I'm mentally fucked up. It's bigger issues than the NBA. He took the fine and kept it rocking. Even though the motherfucker think the world flat, he still stand on his. So stand on yours.
He in a different position too. He's a star.
Yeah.
She a star.
I know. I'm not
So
disagreeing.
so when you're a star, if you're gonna take the position, ride with that shit.
I agree with that. Go ahead, Flush. You have something else you want to get off?
Well, no, we can talk about that in another show. It's something to elaborate on later.
Okay. All right. For me, first of all, shout out to
Because I got hit.
Miss Osaka. Like, it was just hot on. It was just hot on the market. That's why she was the topic of discussion. But anybody dealing with mental illness, if you need a break, take your break. But my thing is with this:
Fuck the contract.
if you're jumping into a field where you're dealing with a lot of anxiety, you're dealing with a lot of depression, mental illness, then you may want to think twice about actually jumping into that field, because you're signing up for certain things. And that's really basically it. It's really no more for me to elaborate about. Like, you have to know what you're signing up for. Like, if it's things that's just fucking with you that you cannot do, that fucks with you morally and mentally, then don't do them things. No matter what the check amount is. Maybe not for Fleck, or Fleck's crazy. Fleck's taking that money. You know what I'm saying? But
Turn
if
down
you
nothing but my
have
cow.
anxieties and you have things that you sign up for that are obligating you to do things that you are uncomfortable with, then think twice about doing that shit.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
The only thing
Point
I ain't
blank,
compromising
absolutely.
is my family. That's it.
That's facts, and I'm with you on that shit.
I
bro.
took that $15 hit.
You know what I'm saying?
I just went that bitch like this. So Conway, how you bust our ass today? Yeah.
And that's it for you, huh? You're a fool, yo. But check this out, man. This is Conway. Andy's back there. This is
Yo.
Fresh. I'm Eric, man. Please subscribe to us. Follow us on the gram. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
Boom,
and
boom,
it's been
boom, boom.
another edition of Imperfect Sense Podcast right here on
Peace
Unified
out.
Radio
Peace out.
.tv. We see y'all at the same time, same Unified channel next week.
Nipsey.